Hello and welcome to Devotions. One of the favorite things I like to do when I get into a new church, and I have only been in this church for about 6 weeks, is to go look in all the nooks and crannies. When you go inside a closet that has been stuffed with things over the years, you find all sorts of amazing things. For example, this church had a mission trip. And way back in April of 2012, they wanted people to sign up. So they had pictures of a different mission trip. And they have a little poster that tells them in April of 2018, 2012, there is going to be a new mission trip. Sign up. When I did meet and greets with folks at the church, I asked them a question. What were some of the more meaningful, life-changing moments that you experienced here at this church? And a number of people said it wasn't that they experienced this change here in the building, but it was out there in a mission trip. People brought up Katrina, West Virginia, other places where they got to leave their comfort zone. And what was most important to them wasn't that they got to help other people, but how they were changed because they were helping other people. Katrina was this horrible natural disaster that happened in a moment and then changed neighborhoods for 10, 20 years. And it was amazing for members of this church to hear what it was like to go through that. West Virginia. Some of the towns in West Virginia have been facing poverty for decades. And to go and help in such a neighborhood, you begin to learn that you don't choose where you are born. You don't choose the family that you grow up with. And there are a lot of families who are hurting, not because they chose to, but because it just happens. And as Christians, we are meant to open our hearts and discover who we are meant to be as we interact with folks whose lives are so different from ours. I am looking forward to mission trips here at this church, not just because I like them, but there's a history, a wonderful history here of how not just the people that they went to help had their lives change, but because their lives were changed as well. I encourage you to figure out what are ways that you can leave your comfort zone and begin to listen to, understand people that are not like you. Not to judge them because you're right and they're wrong, but to try to get a sense of what they struggle with and why, and how similar we are, as well as how different. And maybe in that process, you grow and you learn, and they feel blessed because somebody was willing to listen. Have a blessed day.